One of two Champions League quarterfinals. Leg 1 games taking place on Tuesday is Real Madrid and Manchester City. It's a rematch of last year's semifinals, and this Leg 1 will go down in Madrid, 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time on Tuesday. Now, it was a tight round of 16 for Los Blancos, winning 1-0 in Germany in Leg 1 over Red Bull Leipzig, and only drawing 1-1 at home in Leg 2 to just narrowly advance here to the quarterfinals. Meanwhile, Manchester City had possibly the easiest path of any team in the round of 16 as they drew Copenhagen, which they beat 3-1 in Denmark in Leg 1, and again 3-1 in England to easily coast into this round. Real Madrid will be plus 170 in this game. The draw plus 250. Manchester City plus 137. Real Madrid to advance, though, minus 163. Man City plus 120. Over, minus 138. Under, plus 107. Both teams to score yes, minus 163. And both teams to score no, plus 120. Now, the head-to-head form between Real Madrid and Manchester City, there's lots of meetings and lots of recent Champions League meetings as well, as these two juggernauts have gone head-to-head many times. Last year, they drew 1-1 in Madrid, and City won 4-0 in England. In 2022, Man City won 4-3 at home, and Real Madrid won 3-1 at home in extra time. And in 2020, Man City won 2-1, both home and away. All time in every meeting, both teams to score has gone 9-3, so usually these teams are at least each getting a goal. Real Madrid look to have the La Liga title wrapped up. It's within their grasp. They're 8 points clear of Barcelona. They'll come in rested here as well, with La Liga having been off this weekend, so they had no weekend game. Have had lots of time to prepare for this game. They also come in winners of 3 straight in La Liga, scorelines being 2-0, 4-2, and 4-0, and they're undefeated in 13 games in all competitions, with only an extra time Copa del Rey loss to Atletico Madrid as their only defeat in their last 35 games. If you're looking at just Champions League results, they have only 2 losses in 22 games, going way further back over many seasons. Both of those came away, 1 to City last year and 1 to Leipzig in 2022. For Man City, still in the EPL title race, they sit third after the weekend. They played Palace on the weekend where they won 4-2, still fighting with Liverpool and Arsenal, all very tight at the top of the table. City's long run of undefeated games was extended. They've now not lost a game in 25. That last loss coming way back on December 6th, and they had been undefeated in 9 games prior to that time as well. But this run could be even more impressive if you look at Champions League results. Man City has won 10 straight Champions League games. They've scored 3+ goals in 9 of those 10 games, and they're undefeated in 21 Champions League games as well, with their last loss coming in 2022 to none other than this Real Madrid team in the semifinals. If we look at Real Madrid and Manchester City, best bets and predictions, there's not many injuries to consider here for these teams. Real Madrid, though, are out Thibaut Courtois and David Alaba. Should see Eder Militao come back into their ranks at some point this game. Manchester City is out Kyle Walker. Outside of last year's 4-0 loss to City in the Champions League, Real Madrid has scored in 25 of 26 past Champions League games. They did only score 2 over 2 games with Red Bull Leipzig. But then City also comes in, having scored in 16 straight Champions League games, also in 21 of 23, though they did just draw 0-0 with Arsenal in the EPL recently. That was another game that looked like it could have had goals, but played out to a very tight game and didn't see goals. Real Madrid hasn't failed to get past the quarterfinals in 20 years, and at home, they are more rested. They will have revenge on their minds. Certainly, they would have the upper hand, you would think, playing at home here in Spain, but you can never count out Man City, especially to score. This could be a similar result as last year with a 1-1 draw here in Real Madrid. I think it could be tight. Certainly think a goal could come from both teams. It might not pay a lot, but I can never expect neither of these teams to get a goal. You can find minus 160 on both teams to score over at Caesars. Let's make that the best bet. How do you see this game going? High scoring, low scoring, a Real Madrid win, a Man City win? Drop your picks down there in the comments, and good luck in your Champions League bets this week.